Okay, this is X-Chick 10. This is the school bus I'm currently trying to sell. It is an 8-window bus with a wheelchair lift door right there. The wheelchair lift has been removed. I bought this from San Antonio Bus Sales about exactly a year ago. It is a Bluebird 2001 Bluebird International. Recently took it in to get the brakes looked at. They soaped the brakes and fixed some air leaks that were present. Did have a diesel mechanic just look at it. He didn't charge me anything, but he said it was one of the cleanest engines he'd seen. Of course, that was a mechanic for the firefighters here in the city. It's from Cy-Fair. Don't know if you can see that under the black, but Cypress Fairbanks ISD, which is in Houston, so no salt underneath. The door is damaged right here. I bought it like that. It is an electric door open. Electric windows as well, power windows. I have removed the flooring on the stairs and painted it with Rust-Oleum white. I did not remove the floor here. I just last week took out the radio and put in a new one and put in a charger, and I haven't yet created a new face to go right there, but that's on the list. I was told that that's probably not the real mileage. As far as I'm concerned, the miles have worked since I've got it, so I don't know why that wouldn't be the real mileage when I bought it from Alamo City Bus. The layout right now. This is actually supposed to be a seat for my husband if he ever came with us. An extension for the kitchen. And also our camp toilet is hiding underneath there. This depth is about 2 feet, and the width I want to say is 1.5 feet. The kitchen counter. These are 2 standard pieces from Lowe's. Kitchen counter has no holes in it yet. I don't have a sink, so I haven't wanted to cut any holes. I also didn't want to cut off the length, so I haven't made a decision about what to do with this end piece. Right now it's working for extra cabinet space, which I like quite a lot. Over here, I left a huge amount of space behind the driver's seat in order to A, be able to back up the seat if anyone else wants to ever drive it, and B, I was going to use it as like a shoe storage thing, and you can see the trash is there now. Coat hanging area, my broom has been over there. That little nail right there is for my little hand broom that's teeny tiny. You can see this is the pipe for the what used to be the heaters. I took out the heater. I think there were 2 in here, and that's the pipe that does the return on the fluids. This is meant to be part pantry. Right now it's obviously just storage. And then I have a couch right now that's 15 inches high, 2 feet deep, I think. It doesn't do anything fancy yet, but I do have the wood to try and make it into a fold-out couch that would be 4 feet in width. There's nothing special about this right now. These are the new speakers that I bought. So I got the radio and I got the speakers, and I think I just pulled out a wire, but I haven't soldered anything yet, so I'm working on that. I got L bracket back there which the seat belts are attached to. Not very well, but the bolts are like 2 inches long. The L bracket is very nicely secured into the steel of the bus. You can see I've got beadboard all along the walls of the bus and in the ceiling. So that's the couch. Like I said, I haven't finished it. But you can see the construction and the L track there. And then this bed, which is actually only screwed down with 2 screws because I don't like the placement of it. I'm not a big fan of it, and I was thinking about redoing it. So it slides out, it opens up, it's very heavy. Yeah, there's not much else to say about that. Here's the back door, side door, and that's about it. The roof with the beadboard, I will say one of the mistakes that I made is I took off the ceiling. I'm getting holes to punch the hole for the emergency exit so I can get some light like this one. I just haven't finished it yet. But one of the mistakes that I made is I don't know if you can see the screw holes here, but they're lengthwise. They run down the bus. They're not across. So I found it really difficult, like this piece. I'm gonna have to eventually, if I have it, I'm gonna have to eventually take the piece off and then put some board here so that you can actually secure that piece down, because otherwise it's just gonna stick out like that. I've got insulation throughout, pink foam insulation. You can see it's R13. All the way in the roof, in the sides of the wall here. Underneath, I've got 2 inches of pink foam, hard foam insulation, which you can see well, you can see my wood. But I've got a waterproof barrier, I've got the pink insulation foam, and then I've got the flooring, and then I've got my actual floor here. I think it's laminate. It's not the nice vinyl. It's laminate. This comes up and down just to be an extension. And then this area would hold my Coleman stove, and then I would eventually put a sink in here. I've got these screwed into the ceiling right now, and this holds that little guy, which bounces around like crazy if you're driving, so I keep him down if I'm driving. You can see all the kitchen towels, the paper towels, came off of the roll, so I just stuck it in there for now. But the kitchen towels do hang up there nicely when you are not moving and there's air coming in. As far as the electrical work done, the only thing that I've done is take out all the original bus speakers, unplug all the lights so there's no actual lights in the ceiling. You can see all the bus's exposed wires are still there because I'd like to tape them off and or use them to hook up the speakers. I got 4 Pioneer speakers, 2, 3, 4, along with that radio last week. I took out the AC, I took out the heater. The front heater still works. There's that, but I haven't done anything else as far as electricity is concerned. And I did keep all the wires intact in case I thought I could use them. So there's some wires right there that were part of the wheelchair thing, and then this really, really thick one I assume is the power for the wheelchair lift. Originally I've got it secured up there in case it can be used to power a nicer AC later. Here's the sticker for Alamo City Bus Sales, which is where I bought the bus. But she's in really, really, really great condition. So you might be wondering why we're trying to let her go. We actually own one of the RVs back there, and this bus. So I'm a little pulled in multiple directions. And we have an excessive amount of travel vehicles, so there's no reason for me to have both. What I'm ideally trying to do is sell our RV, and get a smaller RV so that I can travel in the next 2 weeks. So that's the bus. If you have any questions I didn't answer, please let me know.